Second time I've recorded this, so let's try again.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
It's new gun day. Welcome back to the channel, folks, and today we have the Remington Vaught in 177. We have the synthetic stock, and we're gonna do a review on this thanks to the surplus store. We've got this in hand for a test. We'll be testing it at 25 yards, and I'm looking forward to it. This is a nice feeling, I want to say budget PCP, but it's not that cheap, but it does come with a scope in the box. Not this one, I've got the Hawk fast mount on here because I want to test the accuracy at a range I'm comfortable with. And yeah, feels nice, looks nice. So let's test it on the range and see how it performs. Let's take a look at some shots and I'll take it out to 25 yards. Meet the Remington Vaught PCP rifle, a lightweight, high-powered airgun built for accuracy and reliability. At 102 centimeters long and weighing in at just 2.8 kilograms, it's easy to handle whether you're at the range or out in the field. In the box, you get the rifle itself, 3 self-indexing multi-shot magazines, a fill probe, and a 3-9x40 scope with mounts. This will make you ready to shoot straight out of the box. With a shot count of up to 150 per fill, you'll get plenty of trigger time before topping up again. The precision rifled barrel and adjustable trigger make it perfect for tight groupings and consistent shots. The Remington Vaught in 177, reliable and fully equipped. We are all set up here at 25 yards with the Remington Vaught. This is 177. We've got the synthetic stock. You can get this in a wooden stock. I don't know what wood it is. I need to research that for you, but we're going to run a test. 2 pellets, accuracy, feel of the rifle, the usual stuff that I can do in the time that I've got with this product. But things to note, in the box it comes with a kit scope, so that's a 3-24 by 30, I think, but it does come with a scope in the kit, so I think that might be pushing up the price slightly. But the first thing I'd say you'd want to do is to upgrade your scope from that kit. You know, it's £470 roughly, between 450 and 500 at the current range. It does say that there's a built-in moderator, but in my initial zeroing, it's super loud. So I have on the end of here got a Kral silencer. It does come with 2 10-shot magazines, rotary self-indexing, and they load from left to right. You've got this super chunky bolt action that is not so much ambidextrous. I know you can remove it, but I think that is to replace it. Okay. So loading these, it is one of the ones where you put the pellet in and then rotate. So you start from 0 and work your way around, and it locks between pellets. The pellets I'm using for this first shoot through are the QYS. These are the domed, I believe. Yep. And we've also got some Webley AccuMax, yes, which if you watch one of my recent videos, when I did a test at 177 through the Air Arms, those were fantastic pellets and very cheap, so I'd recommend you check them out. Couple of questionable skirts that I'm seeing here on these QYS, so that could impact the accuracy, but remember we're just taking a look at the rifle itself and how it feels, how the action works, what the level of shot count, things like that. So as I say, quite loud, so we've got a moderator on, so take that into account. Now, this cocking action, I didn't like it the first time I shot it. It's quite clunky. Quite masculine, I'd say. The first shot tends to be quite stiff going in. Don't particularly like that. I was supposed to adjust my zero, so I might just do that quickly. Bring that down a few clicks. Okay, let's do a shot. See where we are. Still in that corner I was in before. Just want to start getting on that red dot in the center before we do a group. Okay, let's try a second shot. Gone up too high now. After the first shot, the indexing is quite nice. Trigger pull, you do have a 2-stage. Again, not bad. My pellet catcher seems like it's on its last legs. The top just popped up. And we're out. Okay, let's run a second magazine. Let's try the AccuMax, sorry. What am I thinking? What am I feeling? So that first, when you put in the magazine, that first engaging of the pellet seems to be really rough. I don't know whether that will loosen up over time, but I liken it to the Rotex RM8, Walther Rotex RM8. It's quite chunky. It's quite, when you compare it to the premium rifles, or not even the premium ones, to be fair, that side action lever you got on a lot of the Turkish rifles, it just doesn't feel as finely engineered. So I will call that out. The trigger is nice. It's not a hard pull and is adjustable. This is regulated. If you look underneath, you have 2 manometers, one for your pressure, one for your regulator. And you see that first pellet engaging, you've got to have that, definitely have that magazine right across and in. Right, I'm going to move my point of aim to the number 3 at the top. And again, once you've hit that second pellet, it feels quite nice. It's not even going in my pellet catcher anymore by the sound of it. Dropped. I'm gonna hit the bell because I like the bell. And then I'm gonna move down to the 2 at the bottom. Now, one thing that's become evident to me in this test is that you can't tell when you're out of shot. So if you're not counting, you could just be engaging an empty chamber if you want. I don't know the terminology, but yeah, you could just be setting yourself up for a dry fire. Okay. Initial thoughts before I do any sort of conclusion. I think relatively unpellet fussy so far with the 2 pellets I've put through. I like you get the 2 magazines. It does come with a fill probe that is quick release, so out. You've got the bipod mount underneath, and I'm just going to lift it up to show you that you've got 2 manometers underneath. With a moderator on, that barrel becomes super long. The weight of it on the shoulder is, I'm leaning on the table, it's quite front heavy. The balance of it is on that end. I think you would want this to be a bench shooter for target practice or somewhere that you're set up with a bipod on, for example. But yeah, I don't know. Here's the thing. I first used it, I didn't like the how cumbersome this feels. I like the look of the rifle. I like the feel of the rifle. I don't know. Yeah, let's have a conclusion, and I will run some shots between that and this and give my real final thoughts. Conclusion of the Remington Vaught 177. Here we are. Like I hadn't seen one of these or heard of them before I got hold of it from the surplus store, and I thought, really like the look of that. I like this shroud or integrated moderator, gives it a nice chunky barrel. I did like the look of this cocking lever to start with, but I think this is the thing that lets this rifle down, in my opinion, is that first chambering of a pellet is incredibly tough, and it's not the pellets I'm using, so there's something to do with that first engaging. After that, it's fine, you get used to the action. I like that it's got, it's regulated. I like that it's got the bipod mount or Picatinny rail underneath as standard. And of course you can get the additional stock, so you can get the wooden stock as your purchase option. It is a kit, so for 470 odd pounds, you get everything you need out of the box. Obviously, for a PCP, you don't have a pump, so you'd need to factor in that in your costings. Would I recommend this as the one on the market? I don't think I would. From my perspective, I think there is a lot better for the price out there. Some of you are gonna not like that conclusion, but this is my feeling, that this is good, it's nice, you know, it's accurate. I just think there is some better engineered products out there on the market right now. I'd recommend, from a traditional rifle standpoint, I would rather a Pretensis, possibly an RM8. I would recommend the I'd recommend the Lyra definitely over this. It has the looks, it has the feel. I just don't think this is the right choice for somebody if it's going to be their first rifle. I just think there's higher, better engineered products out there. Don't let this sway you. As I would always say, get to your rifle shop, get to your RFD and try it for yourself. Remington are a fantastic brand. They've got some fantastic products out there. I don't know. I think that there is a lot lost in this bolt action cocking lever on this particular product. There we go. That's my honest opinion. Anyway, as always, thank you so much for the Surplus Store to enable us to have a review of this product. Thanks to you guys for coming along to the channel and watching this. It's just a guy in his 40s rambling on about some equipment, so I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day. And all that's left to say, as always, shoot safe, stay safe. Catch you on the next one. Cheers.